I think we've got most of us on there. So basically what I wanted to cover tonight is just a couple of things that have come up during the week. And the first one that a few of you are aware of, and it's kind of been happening all week, is launching. So quality problem we have right now is that we have so many new team coming on, and so many people are putting their hand up basically as soon as they start in the business to launch, which is amazing. But last week there was a massive schmozzle. We had 8 people launching. Kylie and I realised at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, and we're like, oh my gosh, we can't launch that many people. You know, can you think of the potentials that all of us or all of you newbies are getting on? And then they're hearing that same story. Although everyone's story is different, it's kind of similar in a way as well, because we're asking you guys, you know, what kind of got you interested in the business? What are you excited about? And for people that are just jumping on to listen to, say, Sari or whatever, like, yeah, it's good to hear a couple of other people's stories as well, but probably not 7 or 8 times. And it just really limits us to what we can cover about the business and the product in that as well. So Adam recommended to us that we just launch 4 maximum a week. And there was a few mix-ups today as well, so we're still kind of getting the hang of doing that. But what I think is really important for this to work properly right now, when we're having the momentum really happening, is once you guys or your new teamie commits to that date, so like say next Tuesday, that's it. Like, they need to lock it in. We can't keep chopping and changing and telling people, no, you can't launch, and then yes, you can a couple of hours beforehand or whatever. Like, once they've really committed to that, I think we just go ahead. We show them how to send the invite out. We send them that little task of how many people to invite and just the process, and then just really kind of stick with it, and then touch base with your frontline that couple of nights before or on the Saturday or Sunday and help them get those invites sent out, and then, you know, touching base with the potentials again on the Tuesday afternoon, sending the link or whatever, just so that we're really getting the ball rolling. I can do the artwork on the advertising for everyone to post onto their page to get interest as well. We just go from there. So I think we've already got 4 newbies launching next week, and there are a couple of girls who didn't get anyone on with their first launch, and they're wanting to do another launch, which is totally fine. And I think that's a really good idea, especially if you don't get a massive response the first time. But, you know, it's all a numbers game, and I don't know how many jumped on tonight because I was at my daughter's school thing, but we say to invite 20, and then you might get 10 responses with people saying, yeah, they're interested, and then probably 3 to 5 out of that 20 are going to jump on. So obviously the more invitations you're sending out, the better response you'll get. It is a hard time of night. We kind of know that, but we figure it's the best time out of all the options for people who are working. It's not at 6 o'clock at dinner time. Usually by 7:30, most of the dinner and all that kind of stuff's done and the kids are all settled. So, and then as I was just mentioning before, if people don't jump on, but they did say that they were going to, or they did show a bit of an interest, I'd definitely be touching base with those guys tomorrow for you girls who launched tonight, and just just shoot them a message, say, hey, hon, I totally understand you were probably busy last night or whatever. It actually got recorded, so if you're interested, I'd love to send you the link for you to check out in your own time. And that way, you know, they're still getting to see what you're up to, and you're still showing them that you're excited, but you'd really love their support as well. So, really, really important, girls, if you could all just really try and reach out to your new teamie, ask them when they're ready to launch, and if they say yes, they're ready, kind of just mention that, you know, okay, we're definitely going to lock you in for this Tuesday, and I'll help you get started on doing that, so that we can just be a bit more organised, I suppose, and it's not so chaotic. End of month orders. So this is just another one that I wanted to quickly cover. So with, say, like it's coming up to the 26th, 27th of each month, right? If you don't really need these orders, like to help you qualify, to reach a promotion, something like that, I would recommend holding off if you can. There's 2 reasons for this. One, it's much easier to track your points, especially when you're qualifying, if a lot of your orders are coming through at the beginning of the month. But 2, say you put a customer order through on the 29th or 30th, and then maybe in 3 or 4 days' time, they decide that they want to join the business. They can't use their own order to go towards their points, hence they're not getting their commission back, and they just have to find that one extra order, which, you know, it's not unachievable, but if they can actually use their order to go towards their 1,000 points, they're a third of the way there in getting to their first promotion of DVF. So that's just something that I've kind of learned over the last couple of months. If you don't need it to get you over the line, obviously you're not going to get paid the commission on that for December. So depending how financially, you know, if you're really relying on that $60 to $110 for that order, absolutely put it through, you know, if you need that money, especially coming up to Christmas. But if you can hold off and then put it through on the 1st or 2nd, it'll just make things much easier, especially if that person decides to join the business in that month as well. And reports. So I know that reports are really, really hard to get your head around. We're having an event on Friday, so I'm not sure if any of you girls from Brizzy or whatever want to come down, but our Gold Coast girls, after our event on Friday, which is at 9:30, we're going to just do a little training session on reports. And for those of you who can't make it, we can definitely do another one on Zoom, but we're just going to all print out our reports, bring them down to the event, and after the event we're just going to go through, like, visually, when we've actually got it there, and we can do some highlighting. We can write, you know, what column we're looking at for people to qualify when you start getting team and they're getting into that, you know, process of qualifying. We can just show you exactly how to read who's had a promotion, who's close to promotions. Like, once you know how to read your reports, honestly, it makes your business so much easier. You're not kind of counting points to qualifications. You're not going, where do I look for this and that? You just basically go to formal reports, PVC report, which is the number 4 selection on there, print it out, and once you know what you're looking for, it's super, super easy. So yeah, we're definitely going to do a bit of report training, especially now for you girls who are starting to get team and you haven't really needed to know too much about reports up until now, but it's really important for you now that you girls are getting the momentum as well and you're getting your own team. But also you need to train them as well. So if you're not too sure about reports, then it's going to just have that flow-on effect. Like, you're not confident in talking to them about reports because you haven't learnt yourself. So it can create a bit of mess later on. So I think it's really important about now with where you girls are at to go through that.
Can I ask a quick question? Would you be able to, whereabouts are you doing that on Friday? Because is it possible that you turn on Zoom while you're doing it so we could listen in from up here? Yeah, sure. I can do that. We're down in Coolangatta where we usually are every second Friday. And I'm pretty sure they have free Wi-Fi. If not, I can just use my hotspot on my phone. So yeah, it's at, I'd probably leave from 9:30 onwards Friday free. If we don't get any potentials to our event, we'll just start the report training at 9:30 or like 10 o'clock. But otherwise, if we do get some potentials, it might not be until 10:30, 11, but we can definitely keep you posted anyway on that. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, because I spend bloody ages trying to work that out. So
yeah, it is.
And I know that there's training and I've watched some of it, but it'll be good to go over it.
Sorry, where are you doing that?
Down in Coolangatta at a cafe called Cafe 21. It's the Quicksilver, in the Quicksilver shop.
And can anyone go? Can any one of us go?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. If you're on the Gold Coast or, you know, wherever, if you're free, yeah, come down. And we have it every second Friday. And it's a good live event that we, you know, can invite. Oh, Cafe 28. Yeah, thanks, Ange. I knew 21 didn't quite sound right. Yeah, we have the event every second Friday, and it's a good one if you've got potentials who are a bit interested in the business. Obviously, it's very small at the moment because we've only just started it over the last couple of months, but it's a really nice, intimate kind of way for us to just share a bit more about the product and the business, and they can talk to us a bit more one-on-one. And it's just a good way for us to all get together and catch up as well. So, and the last thing I just wanted to mention was the Team Believe starter guide. So as you girls obviously are getting a lot of newbies and stuff, I really, really can't stress how important this is for new girls and guys. A lot of time and effort has gone into this. 99% of it was Kylie's. But it's our Bible, and honestly, yeah, that's it, Lee. This is it. It seriously takes so much time and pressure off you if you give this to your new person as soon as they put their virtual franchisee forms through, and the scripts guide as well, which is the one Lee's holding up to. Those two things, as soon as, and Trace, yes, girls. So those two booklets seriously are going to save you so much time toing and froing with your new person. If you, as soon as they put their virtual franchisee application through, I wouldn't give it to them before then, because, you know, sometimes things don't happen. But definitely as soon as they've put through their forms and they're ready to get started, send them off. And I would just go to Officeworks. They cost like $4 each to print out. So it's going to cost you $8 to get the scripts book and this Team Believe starter guide, which, you know, is seriously not that much money. And just pop it in the mail and print off like 5, 10, however many you can afford at the time. Sit them up.
Guys, yeah. Tanika, I was going to say, if you actually do that through Sarah, you know, our little Sarah the printer,
yeah.
She prints, so one side's Team Believe and then you flip it over and it's the scripts.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Does it, if you do bulk or if you do one-offs, it's $7 for both, all in colour.
Yeah.
Or if you do it in bulk, she'll do it even cheaper. So
okay.
you
Awesome.
got 10, I think she'll do them for like $4 or $5.
Yeah,
oh, that's
perfect.
awesome.
Yeah, and if you just search Sarah Carnvale, I think it is, in our Wholesome Health, her name will come up because we've tagged her in a lot of stuff when people ask about getting the Wholesome Health books printed, the JBT guides and stuff. But yeah, I can't stress enough, like, sorry, did somebody say something?
Is she on the Gold Coast, or are they getting posted out? I don't know where she is.
Yeah, I think she's up north somewhere. She's not on the Gold Coast, but she posts them out to us.
Brisbane.
Yeah. Brisbane.
Just
Yeah,
near IKEA.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what was that? Did you say I have to go to IKEA? Is that what you said?
Yes. Good excuse.
That's really good value because I did mine in black and white with the binding thing, and I think like saying my words double. Sitting late for Kylie. I paid about $7 a book with the colour only on the first page and then all black and white.
Yeah,
right. So
yeah,
that's great value.
Yeah, that's really good. But
Tracy's got another question
or
a statement.
She's on mute.
She's on mute.
Sorry, no, I was just saying, yep, it's in colour. $7, I'll get you sorted.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, even if you don't have Team right now, I would just suggest that you download it, put it all onto a USB, or send it up to Sarah and get her to print it out so that you've got them there. So as soon as you get a new teamie, you're not like, oh shit, you know, I need to try and get these printed, and 2 weeks later you're giving it to them. Meanwhile, you've spent 20 hours with them toing and froing on Messenger, helping them to respond to stuff that you could have just really directed them and say, hey, hun, you know, have a look at page 15 of your starter guide that goes through all of that stuff. Yes, Tracy?
And we also, can everybody start trying to post on the actual Team Believe page rather than in all the chats for general questions?
That was the next thing on my list. And probably 2 reasons for that. One, some people who have jobs and, you know, don't get to their phones for 6 or 8 hours, and they're missing, like Kerry's nodding her head, 20 messages, and I think that's how we've had the mix up with all of this stuff with people launching and that today as well. Not everyone has the time to go back and read 20, 30, 40 messages at the end of the day. So if we post a lot of our stuff in Team Believe, that's going to eliminate that problem, but it's also going to be really handy for everyone to, like, there's a little search bar, and this is like, if you don't use this, you really need to start using it. That little search bar up in the top of Team Believe, Team Freestyle, whatever. If you're not sure on something, just type in a couple of keywords into that search tab, and everything that's to do relating to that on our Team Believe page or whatever is going to all pop up there for you, which saves you so much time, and it saves, again, toing and froing with Messenger and stuff. So like with the price, a couple of days ago when we were having that thing about Kayani and Juice Plus and people kind of asking how do we compare and things like that, if you just kind of put that into the search tab, like product comparisons or Kayani or, you know, whatever it might be, if you put that up, then everything that we've got on our Team Believe page or Team Freestyle to do with that is going to come up there. So that's like a really, really handy tool for you girls for anything, you know, diabetes.
Do you want me to do a quick search? Do you want me to quickly share my screen to show everyone, Tanika, for those who don't know how to do it?
Yeah, awesome.
Yep. Okay, here you go. So can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So for everybody, you just simply see this. That's where you search if you're not used to it. So you can go Zoom links, and then it'll bring up all the Zooms and stuff. Like if you're looking for a Zoom link.
Yep. There's a Monday night one, and yeah.
And so the other thing that we can do here is if everybody starts asking the questions like 30-day shake trials, you know, how many conversations did we have going with that the other day?
Yeah.
If you everybody starts using keywords, then it'll make it a lot easier for us to search. Even if when you enter stuff in, actually go topic 30-day shakes, or, you know, topic thyroid, topic heart disease, topic, so that we all know when we want to do a search, there's keywords that we can all search, and then write whatever you want under that, and that'll make a big difference with being able to search stuff, so we're not all just rehashing the same questions over and over again, because I know I've asked the same question 10 times, and if I could just find it easily rather than, because you can't search your groups. So sorry, that's
exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea. So if we could all start, you know, obviously there's little things that we can definitely still be using our chat groups just to cover little things, but it is, if it is something to do with a particular issue or things that have probably come up before, because everyone has the same questions, you know, especially starting out. We're all learning as we go. We don't expect you girls to know everything as soon as you start, and we definitely had those questions in the beginning as well, and so did everyone else. So if we just start putting up those kind of things in our Team Believe page, and then it just makes it easier for everyone. So I think that was basically all I needed to, or wanted to cover tonight. So to go off mute. What are you laughing at?
You just did it, Kylie, like you just
Oh, did I?
I don't think it was you. I think it was the Zoom having a freak out.
Oh.
No, just blame her, because see, we're becoming so much like each other. That's the problem.
Spending too much time together. No, not really.
I know, right? Hey girls, firstly, for those of you that launched tonight, absolutely awesome speaking, guys. I'm so proud of you. I know for some of you it's like out of your comfort zone, and it's something new, and it freaks you out. It freaked all of us out when we started to, and we certainly didn't talk like, you know, we can do now. So, you know, just congratulations to you. I know it's a massive thing to do. So first step in being able to be more confident, you know, and the more you do that, the more confidence you get, the more you grow. John even said tonight again, he's like, I really don't think I do that so well. And I'm like, oh, for Christ's sake, would you just listen to the feedback you're getting? You do share well, but, you know, you just don't believe in yourself, which is, you know, we just want you to know that you all did an amazing job. So obviously Adam can't get on because he's on the plane on the way to Vegas. So he wasn't able to get on. Is Leah want to put a talk to me, or you just got your hand up, honey? Oh, no.
So I'm painting my nails. I'm drying them. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I've got long nails now without acrylic.
Yay!
Me too. How exciting is it? It's so
So
good.
I'm painting them.
Testimonial. You need to do a testimonial on that.
I did my before photo of my fingers when I got my nails off. So I'm really ready to do that, like after photo, which is good.
Yeah, cool.
So Adam obviously couldn't get on, so he just asked, for me to share. I'm probably not as harsh as Adam. I'm probably not as brutal as what he can be sometimes. So just wanted to see where you're all at. Obviously last week he asked who remembered what the challenge was. So I'm going to start with that. Does anyone remember what the challenge was for the week? Tracy, what was it, honey? 2 and 2. She's obviously saying, but she's on mute. Oh my God.
There we go. Sorry, 2 by 2.
Awesome.
Reach out to 2 newbies and follow up 2 newbies, 2 old ones every day.
Fantastic. Now, I'm going to put someone on the spot that I haven't reached out to and let them know yet, but I'm going to get this person to share because I know this person is absolutely rocking this 2 and 2, and I'm going to get them to share how their 2 and 2 has been working. I think this person's actually doing more than 2 sometimes, and I get messages and going, I just messaged 6, and I'm like, oh, okay, I might need to get on the, get my stuff going. So Lily, if you're not realising it's you, that's who's going to share on how your 2 and 2 has been working for you. And I can't spotlight you because I'm not the host.
That's fine. I don't need to be spotlighted, do I?
Probably not.
Okay.
I can spotlight you if you want to have a look at yourself speaking.
No.
I don't like the spotlight, but there we go.
Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so, oh God, no, don't. So I have done the 30 and 30 grid. So, and I've even got coloured highlighters. It's a bit messy. I need to tweak my neatness for my next sheet. But I've got one for my business and one for my product. So I've got, I hate saying I've got people that have confirmed that they're coming to an event, but I've got people that are interested in the Thursday night event from people that I followed up that I hadn't I'd messaged them, they were like, yeah, not sure, got the prices, didn't do anything, I let it go. So I've been going back through those people. So I've got a couple of people that have asked me for prices again and a product link, and I've also had people saying they want to know more about the business. So I've had one of those, a guy down in Newcastle today, he's throwing the Kyani questions and the isogenics questions, so that's been a bit messy, but I've just been going back through my messenger, like Adam said, like it's just way old, and I've been just touching base with people, not necessarily about Juice Plus, but how you going, how's uni, you still working, just general conversation and getting into that with them. So, but it's creating massive, massive action and activity. But I think too, the best part about it is I'm feeling more confident now about reaching out to people because I'm doing it more regularly rather than every couple of days, you sit there and you type a message and you stare at it for 10 minutes and reword it and, oh my God, does that sound right? They think I'm annoying them or whatever. So I've just been copy, paste and just smashing them out. So, and that's it. So yeah, I think the most I got from it is that I'm just not as worried or scared about doing it now. And I get excited when I find more people that I've got the opportunity to message now and write it on my little sheet. So yeah, it's good.
Awesome. I just wanted her to share that with you because I know the impact that she's, having, and she's really got to action. She started with her dipping her toes in, and she was the girl, just to share with you guys, and I hope she doesn't mind, but she's my cousin, so she'll get over it, that initially when I actually first came into the business was, don't you dare post on Facebook that I'm doing this, and don't you tell anyone we're linking arms. I don't link arms with anyone. And I'm like, all right, cool. Okay, we're not linking arms. So she was very adamant. I wasn't allowed to do a welcome to my business post. I wasn't allowed to say, she'd get the bonus and be like, don't you post about that. And I'm like, okay, I won't tell everyone that you got a $400 bonus. No worries. I'd be embarrassed about that too. But yeah, cool. I get it. And I just had to let her go, right? She just had to do it. And she realized eventually that why am I hiding myself from this? Why am I not doing this? And why am I not attracting team? And I think it's really been these last probably 4 to 6 weeks, I've seen a massive shift in her. And I guess now it's not if I will make it, if I'm correctly, it's like, when am I going to make it to the top? It's not an if anymore.
I'm still not linking arms with anybody. I don't like that. I don't link arms.
Are you not going to connect either?
No, I don't. And every time we go to varsity on Thursday night, either Adam or Lorian stands up and says they're going to link arms, and Kylie and Tanika like look at me like this and laugh, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not linking arms with anybody ever.
I don't link arms either.
No.
I'm the same, and if somebody reaches out to me, I'm going to punch them in the face.
Oh my God, so Lee's not the only crazy one that doesn't want to link arms. Nick, maybe we're crazy.
Yeah, we must be.
Can I just track back to the 30-day grid as well as what you're talking about with the Team Believe starter guide, because there's a few new people on here that would have no idea where to get the 30-day grid from and probably haven't got access to the starter guide from their upline because their upline's new.
Yeah, okay, so with the starter guide and all that, yeah, with everything, it is all in Team Believe. It is, you know, everything in there is in the file. Like basically you'll see constantly that when I come up against stuff, I'm adding it into Team Believe. You'll see Kylie added this, Kylie added that. And it may not be relevant to you all at this point in time, but it's in there because when someone comes to me, I know it's going to be in the files tab. So anyone that's new, I highly recommend you go into that files tab, have a look around, download and save things on your computer. You know, create a Juice Plus folder that is basically for all those go-to documents that you're going to need all the time. Now, Tony, that's a very, very valid point that there is probably some team that come in and within a week they get a teaming. Yes. Okay, so in that situation, I totally get that, right? They probably haven't even got their starter guide to then know what to do with their team. So in that instance, it's really the upline that is probably should be working with all three of those people and coaching them. They're going to all get coached at the same time. They're going to grow at the same time and they're going to really develop their little system together. And, you know, I understand that. So if that is happening, then.
Just with that too, like obviously say for instance, I bought on Tennille and within like a week or two of Tennille being in the business, she bought on Linda in her first week and Bianca, who's on now, in her second week. So basically I set up a group chat with those 4 girls and I was basically their front line to those 3 girls and still am now because Tennille is learning. She's only really new in the business as well, but she's had so much momentum going in her team that she can't physically, she's only been in it for she's been in it for a month now, but you know, she's got 2 team as well. So I think if you really set up that group message and just treat that the whole 2 or 3 people as your own upline and just really work with those girls so that, and it doesn't take up any more time, you know, you're putting it all into that one group chat with the 4 of you or 3 of you or whatever. So that is kind of a good way to do it as well.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so girls, I just wanted to, I hope you all have implemented your 2 and 2 and have really been consistent with it. I know for myself, when I work the grid, that is when I have most action in my business. And when I let it go, that is when I don't bring on a new team, you know, any new customers, anything like that. Everything goes flat. And then you start to feel a bit like flat as well, right? You feel good when you're talking to people, even if they're saying no. I know it sounds stupid, but you're kind of like, well, I can move on to the next person. That's okay. I actually like getting responsive, even if it's a no, because I hate when I don't get a response, because I think just send back, no, thanks, I'm not interested. So when you work that grid and you are following up and reaching out to 2 new people a day, it is so powerful. And I would encourage you all to watch what I shared on Team Believe today, the MLM Nation, the 3 questions to close for a prospect. They were absolutely gold, absolutely gold. If you haven't watched it, guys, please take the time. It's honestly not that long. And if you want to go somewhere in this business, Simon Chan is incredible. He's a bit funny to listen to sometimes. MLM Nation. It is on the Team Believe page. It's a live video that I shared of Simon Chan, and it's the how to prospect. to earn, like six-figure earner, basically. If you want to become a six-figure earner, here's 3 golden questions to ask. Because basically when you are talking to somebody, quite often we get all that information, we've exchanged all the questions, we're on Zoom, we're with a prospect, and then we finish it and go, okay, thanks. So if you want to join, or if you want any more information, just let me know. And that is the worst thing we can do. But we get to that point and we're like, oh, what do we do now? Like, how do we do it? What does Adam say? Goes through my head because Adam's so good with all that. And those 3 questions are so good. I can't remember exactly what they are now, but I've got to actually write them down and put them on my vision board because I know I'm going to forget them. But it is something like, if they're wanting to have more energy, the first question was something like, here you go. There you go. Do you want to have more energy? And the person's probably going to go, yes. Then the next question is Tracy's just put up, do you see that Juice Plus can help you to increase your energy? They're either going to say yes or no. And then when is the best time for you to start increasing your energy, to look at starting to increase your energy? Doing it for a business. Do you want to start earning some extra money? You know, if they're talking about the income they've just shared with you on Zoom, they really want to make more money. They're so passionate in that call, and then you don't know how to finish it. So the last thing is, hey, Tanika, not lovely to chat with you today. So, do you want to start to earn some additional income? That's a stupid question, right? But you're going to get the answer that you need. They're not going to go, oh, no, I don't want to earn any extra money. I just want this call just because I've got nothing else to do and I'm a lonely little soul and I just thought I'd talk to you, right? They're going to say yes. So the next question is, as opposed to saying something like, oh, do you think this is for you? This may or may not be for you. Instead of something like that, which could go either way, do you see, how do you see that Juice Plus can help you to earn some additional income? And then they're going to answer that question. And then when is the best time for you to start earning some additional income? Because then they're going to tell you when they want to get started. Okay, they're going to say, oh, look, you know what? I'm actually going away to America for a week or 3 weeks or something. It'd be great to start in 3 weeks' time. Great, awesome. Okay, let's get some things underway. We can get your franchise form. We can probably get you started on the product. You can start getting that. You can take that with you, start noticing some changes. Once you get back, we can start you on your journey of earning some additional income. So go into that, guys. I don't think it goes very long. It's like 15 minutes or something. It's not. Tracy will probably type it in here in a minute as to how long it goes for, because she's really good at backing me up here with everything that I've got.
Come on, Trace. How long does it go for? Come on.
Oh, Trace.
12.35 minutes.
Yeah, she probably knows in a second. So yeah, that is an absolutely, a gold video. I watched it this morning on the treadmill when I was at the gym, and I just took so much away from it. And there you go, 13.
You're guessing. Oh, you're right. Even Anne's backing her up. Did you watch it? Yeah.
I just found it.
Oh, good job.
Like a team challenge.
Yeah.
Some other things that I wanted to bring up is there's quite a few new people in the team, and it's probably a little bit of a challenge for you, but hey, challenges is what makes us grow. If any of you have remembered, I, as the leader of Team Believe, put up a Tiffany challenge. Okay, so that's from September to December. So don't forget about that, guys. I don't know who wants something little surprise from Tiffany for their New Year's Eve, but you need to track your points. Okay. Go into Team Believe, search for that. You'll see what you need to do. I don't want to be going in and checking, everyone to work out who's won. Basically, what I want you guys to do is to show me I put on this many new customers. I've had this many promote. I put on this many new team. They're all different points value. And when you send that to me, I can then cross-reference that and check and see who has won that. So I'm actually pretty excited to be able to give someone a little blue box. If Tanika wins, well, I don't know. We'll just have to give her another blue box or something different, because I've already gifted her a nice Tiffany necklace.
Hey, how about, yeah. I'm not being competitive or anything, but just an idea.
She is competitive.
No, how about we, seeing as though it's just over halfway into the challenge, how about we track all of our points now and put it up somewhere, so that we can just kind of see where we're at, and if we really need to, give ourselves a massive push to try and take the lead or whatever. If everyone's comfortable with
Definitely.
I think that could be.
What I'll do is I'll put up a Tiffany image or something, and just whoever wants to can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you want to put up your points as to where you're at this point in time, you might be thinking that you're absolutely smashing it, but then you'll realise that, oh my God, that person is, killing it, and I've, got to pull my finger out, or I'm like 5 points behind that person. How much is that going to give you to go and get another customer, or something, to push that a bit harder, because everyone wants a Tiffany box. So that was something I just wanted to remind you guys. I've been meaning to put it in the Team Believe page. She's got a necklace on, but forgetting to put it up. So I just wanted to share it on the Zoom tonight. Just also is just keep doing that 2 and 2, guys. Just because Adam had it for those couple of weeks, honestly, I wouldn't be stopping. Keep doing that. Keep reaching out to 2 new people every day and following up with 2 people that you've forgotten about. The other thing is I would love, you might have noticed that in Team Believe I've started to create some albums for business images, JBT Christmas images, business images, things like that. Anyone can go and add into there, guys. And if you see something and you think, oh, that's a really great idea, it's just like that JP post page. Dean created that for a tool of putting everything in a spot, because you just forget, you lose, you don't remember. So if anyone has amazing, like when you do a post, if it hasn't got a teamie or something in it, if you think that can be an add value to someone in our team, we always share everything with the team, and it's not like, oh, I own that image. Just please put it up in that album for us, because the team would love to see new, fresh photos. And I'm seeing quite a few going around, and they're absolutely amazing. And some guys are getting super creative with artwork. I'm absolutely shit at that. Sorry if there's any kids around, but it is just not my thing. Thank God Tanika does the Tuesday night who's launching, because I look and go, how did she do that? That looks so pretty. And I ask her what, thing she uses, an Insta collage. And I'm like, but my Insta collage doesn't do that. I don't know. I don't understand. So clearly I'm not up to date with it all. I even use Canva, and I don't create what Kira creates of the JBT Christmas. I'm just not creative. So if you are the creative person, I'm not asking you to go out and create a whole heap of things, but when you come across things, just chuck it up in that album so everyone else has, some access to that as well, and they can, put up some posts. And even if you want it underneath the image, if you have an amazing post that goes with it, put a little comment with the image so people can use that as well. I noticed that JBT Post doesn't have as much going into that anymore. So if we can start sharing what we're doing, definitely will help all the team. And that's what we're here for, all to help each other. And we've got so many new people coming on all the time that we sometimes forget, right, that we've been in the business for so long, and these new teams don't know what post to do or where to get all these things from. So the more we can help them, the more everyone's business is going to grow along the way. The last thing is Christmas party this Saturday night. I'm pretty sure Tanika put in for tomorrow that we need to RSVP for numbers. So that's pretty exciting. We haven't had a Christmas party yet. We didn't do it last year, but the team is so massive that we would love for everyone to come. Partners are most welcome, and we'd actually really like the partners to come, because we get to meet your other half. If they can't come, we understand, and if you can't come, we understand that as well. Some of the team are, pretty far away, but if you can come, we would love to have you there, and just let Tanika know. I'm not sure she's put it up yet because my phone's been going crazy this afternoon. Sorry, Trace. Yeah.
I was just being patient. Tim has decided that he does want to come, but the question he asked was, am I going to be the only guy at the ball?
He can't say he hated that in Melbourne. He had a ball with all of us.
I know, but,
Yeah, no, there's definitely other guys. Yeah.
Right. And I'm hoping will come. We've got a bit of a go-karting dilemma. When we changed the date of the Christmas party, I didn't realise there's a go-kart race meeting. So I don't know if he's going to divorce me or divorce the children.
Kez, will you be my date?
Are you able to come, Donna, or are you racing?
I'm half asleep. I'm like,
we're actually racing on Saturday now.
Okay.
Yeah. You're racing at Ipswich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kerry, bring Ash.
Yeah, he's part of the team.
Oh, yeah, he is too.
You forgot about that.
Also, guys, I'm not sure if Tanika put it up yet, but we're going to do a Secret Santa. Has that been put up yet, Nick?
No, because I've been at Evie's thing all afternoon and night. But it is on my list to do. Yeah.
So yeah, we are going to do a Secret Santa. I don't know, we didn't really discuss the value of it, but nothing too extravagant, no Tiffany boxes or anything, but just a small, maybe $20, $30, I don't know. What does everyone kind of feel while we're all on this call, I guess, of what you kind of, if you just put in the chat box as opposed to everyone calling it out, just put in the chat box of what you feel is kind of a doable, you know, we're all going to pay for dinner as well. So,
20, I think 20 if everyone's happy with that. Are we going to just do it for us, like, or are we, and not worry about the husbands?
I think so, because there won't be a lot of partners and it might make it a little bit harder with the guys. We might have to put, I don't know, blue paper on something to know it's a guy's present, although they might get, I don't know, a song.
So just quickly, another thing that I was thinking of today, how, like, obviously when we do our family Secret Santa, we're all around, and so we just pick a name out of a hat. So am I just going to send each individual person, so I will kind of know who everyone has, but that doesn't really matter. Is that,
you know what we've done in the past now is everybody buys, exactly what Trace said. Everyone buys a present, put it in a thingy, and everyone just pulls one out.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm doing at my gym. On Thursday, I've got a luncheon with quite a few clients that I train, and we're all women, so we're all going to like the similar kind of stuff. So we just all buy a gift for $20, and you don't pick up your own one off the table. You just pick something else, and it's easy.
Yeah, cool. Okay, that's easy. So if we could have definite numbers, I know a couple of girls on the call now and a few others I haven't heard from, yes or no. So I need to ring Elephant Rock Cafe tomorrow night, probably at the latest. I was talking to the lady there today, and she's amazing. So what she said that we can do, instead of having entree and a main, they do these things called longboards. And basically they're like the big mezz, share platters kind of thing. But she's going to do like a couple of seafood ones up, a couple of vegetarian antipasto ones, a couple with meats and salamis and cheeses and stuff like that. And she said that's a really good way to do it with like our group of people, because we can stand around and chat and have a drink and stuff, and we're not confined to just sitting in that one seat talking to that one person that we're sitting next to us or two. And we can kind of just have a little pick and a nibbly thing, and then there's going to be about 4 or 5 different main meals to choose from. So there'll be like a meat, a vegetarian, a chicken, a fish of the day or something like that, I think she said as well. And it's on the beach, like it's an amazing location. We've got all downstairs, so there's a bar down there. She said just to bring cash maybe for that, and I think Kylie and I will put some money on the bar as well. We did mention it a while ago. So, we can just have some drinks and then have little share platters and stuff, and then sit down for the main meal. And it's not going to be a massive night. We all have stuff on the next day. My girls have got a full dress rehearsal for dancing, and but it's just a really nice chance for us to all catch up in person. We've all kind of really connected this year, and I just think it's a really nice way to end off the year. So hopefully as many of you can make it as possible.
Just wanted to say, it's probably more just for Donna. Donna, do me. I'm ditching the go-karting this weekend. So just ditch it. Let Ray go and come down and celebrate Team Believe party.
Yeah.
Or we might even have a situation. I've told John it's either divorcing me or he's divorcing the kids. So which one? If you divorce the kids, then he's going to be there. If he's divorcing me, you won't see him. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen on Saturday night, but he might not be on Zoom next Tuesday night because I've told him he must come. But he wants to take the break. Apparently. Yeah, he's in trouble. So I think that was all I really wanted to share tonight. Is anyone, while we're on here, guys, has anyone got anything that's come up that you would really love for us to share? Donna, I can see all your stuff in the news feed here, hon, and I'll work on seeing what's going on with that when we jump off to help you out with that. Does anyone else?
Where is the Team Believe on Saturday night again? I've just got my pen and paper ready.
It's at the Elephant Rock Cafe. Yeah, it's in Currumbin, just on the beach front at Currumbin there. It's a really nice
You'll
spot.
be able to see there's an event created in Team Believe as well, so you can see all the details in there.
So just so I can get this right, Currumbin's in Queensland and it's 7:30 Queensland time.
No, it's 6:30 Queensland.
6:30.
Because my phone's done that change of time thing.
Yeah.
So it's 6:30, which is 7:30 my time.
Yeah.
Currumbin's in Queens.
Okay.
I love you, honey. I'm sure there's some blonde underneath there. You crack me up.
There's absolutely a
not
shitload of blonde
related.
under there.
We are not related.
That's okay. The last week when Nick had the event at the Coolangatta thing, I actually was like, "Ooh, that's really close to the border," because some of the places can go either way. So I actually looked it up myself too, and I was like, "I just want to confirm." So
Maybe you should
we
book
can
a
relate,
room.
Katie. Sorry.
I said maybe I should book a room down there, depending on how many wines I have.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, well, I've got a guest room, so you're most welcome to stay in the guest room. I saw a few other people said that they've got spare beds. Lee's got a spare bed as well.
I do too, actually, because none of my girls are going to be here. They're all at their own parties or sleepovers. So I've got, spare 3 bedrooms if anyone wants to crash here.
Spare 3.
Spare 3 rooms.
So has anyone else got anything they want to cover before we jump off that they're struggling with or need some clarification around, want changed, not happy with?
Oh, good. Awesome.
Oh, good. Happy little camp.
Yes. All right, girls. Well, hopefully we'll see.
Rock end of month, 5 o'clock tomorrow. Let's all get our hustle on and see what we can create.
Yay.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.